not getting money from this, so I'm doing it because I love it, and it's a meaningful thing to me. And don't get me wrong, I do get tired from this. I really do. Just because I like the editing, I like this, like I find purpose in this. It doesn't mean I don't get tired. I do. I'll tell myself that it gets better, fam. It really gets better with time, becoming efficient. This is not an engineering podcast, so all professions out there, whether you're a farmer or you're a director or you started your own company and I can't change anything, this thing is not going anywhere. Simple as that. Focus on the positive side. If there's anything negative, I'm just overlooking it. I don't have time for that. I really don't. Because I'm not paying them. And yeah, I'm the lucky guy, to be honest. I am lucky. Count my blessings. I am lucky. The show after a year is getting much appreciation. I see people on TikTok. And in the process of doing this as well, I'm learning new skills. I'm learning how to optimize on my editing. It doesn't take me hours. And I hope we can continue and grow this platform so it can reach a lot of people, especially the high school. I'm more confident in front of the mic talking about the camera angles. I look at that one will be my main, and I'll have the second camera again that will be focusing on me, and I'll have another camera focusing on the interviewee. So once again, guys, hi. So today's episode is gonna be a little bit different, like I mentioned, and I have a couple of questions here that I pulled up or that I've been thinking about that I should bring to attention. So not to waste time, I'm hoping this episode will be 30 minutes, but it is never a 30-minute or a 1 hour, just like I planned. So what I would like to take you through is just behind the scenes, the reality of doing it all alone. Like I said, I'll explain why I'm saying solo. So right now, I'm just gonna tell you what it like. So right now, I'm just gonna touch on the behind the scenes growth, the mental health, and what's next. So let me see. Behind the scenes, the reality of doing it all alone. Um, First of all, anyone who wants to do this podcast, um, if you if you are doing it for the wrong reasons, let's say you are doing it for a spotlight, you are doing it for popularity, you are doing it and you're doing it alone, you're gonna suffer. I don't encourage anyone to do this by themselves. I have I have done it for so long, and the only reason that keeps me going is is the purpose. Like I know from the get-go why I was doing this for. This thing for me is for someone out there who needs like motivation, who needs an inspiration, what it can do for them, you know, spreading and sharing the knowledge that people have around us, people who got bright minds, who are excelling in life, and that kid from varsity can get something from them, can learn something from them. So this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to inspire people. I'm doing it to motivate people, to give people hope, to to show that the struggles that we're going through, you're not alone. And the people that you look up to, they went through the same path as well. So don't hide or feel like the world is against you. There are people out there. And I'm trying to share those stories or those journeys with you. And I would like to have like the community that spreads a positive message. So we're not alone, and we can learn from one another. So yeah, but going back to the question, so what it takes to run the podcast solo, it takes a lot of your time. For your family, your loved ones, your friends, they will see you less. And the editing, the, the the production of this, it takes a lot. And the only thing that keeps me going is knowing that whatever I'm doing is gonna bring value to someone out there, even if it's one person. I just don't care. I know someone will relate to what I've shot with an interviewee, and it will benefit them or motivate them. So that's what keeps me going. And then another one is I enjoy this actually. I enjoy it. Um, I never thought I would enjoy the editing, the especially when I edit and sit here and look at the work that I've done. It gives me joy, and trying to put that together. You see this is a 1 hour video, but the work that goes behind it, it's a lot. And yeah, I mean, if you want to have friends, family, and you want to go have a jolt every weekend, and you still have work to do, and you have to check in on family here and there, and yeah, I don't advise you to do this by yourself. Then you should have a team. And if you have to check the first reflection episode that I've done, I said I'm gonna have a team, and I have a team. So you know, I have two people that have been with me like from the beginning of this. They supported me. Okay, the first person um was here I when this was just an idea. All of this was just an idea, and then even today they're still here supporting me. And yeah, I mean, so I wouldn't say I was alone altogether, but yeah. And I have a friend. When I got here in Pumalanga, I told him about it. He's been supportive from day one of it, putting this all together. Sometimes he comes and shoot the episode. Sometimes he's more active in helping me with the social media in the background. So if you remember, when I started this from episode 1 until 10, I did it by myself. So after that, I realized that this is too much. So that's when I reached out. I was like, okay, let me get them involved. Ask professionally, like I need them to help me. I can't do this by myself. So I did that, and then it's been easy. I get to have time for myself to relax, you know. I'm not putting this pressure on myself. So yeah, um there's a lot of challenges as well. I mean, the time management. If you remember, I mentioned that I'm gonna release episode every 2 weeks, but things happen. I have work, I have gym, I need to take care of myself, I have family, so I'm not gonna let um the things that are happening in my life suffer because of this. I do this because I love it, and I'm doing this because I want to help people. But in the whole process of it, I still need to take care of myself. So I need to balance. As much as I want to help, I need to take care of myself. So if I don't take care of myself, how am I going to be productive or do a great job in producing this and sending it out there? And I don't want to waste anyone's time that comes into this podcast, because people are busy and they take time to come here, and we should. So yeah, when I do this, I want to do it, and I want to do it to my the best of my ability. I don't want to waste anyone who's gonna watch this, or anyone. I just don't like doing half job thing, or when I'm not in a good state. So if you see that I'm not releasing an episode every 2 weeks. Just know there's something happening. Life happens. So yeah. So let's talk about the wins. I mean, I've been kind of, I've impressed myself as well. Talking about the wins, I've mastered that editing. That the show after a year is getting much appreciation. I see people on TikTok, on YouTube. They're showing that love, man, and it's reaching more of the South African audience. So I appreciate it, man. So yeah, and it's been great. I love it. I love it. I'm learning in the process of doing this as well. I'm learning new skills. I'm learning how to optimize on my editing. It doesn't take me hours and hours anymore, just a couple of hours. And I'm using AI. Is helpful, especially when my friends or my team, the two people that I just alluded to, on my team, they're busy and life gets in their way. So I know there's AI and I can use that as well. Um, yeah, I mean, and I appreciate the people that comment on the socials because I know how it is like there, how it is out there. People, there are a lot of people with negative feedback. There are also people with positive feedback. So it's not always on the downside. And I always focus on the positive side. If there's anything negative, I'm just overlooking it. I don't have time for that. I really don't. So, yeah, talking about wins, a growing audience. And then one thing is, I've done this for over a year now. Just to give you an example, I remember last year, I think November, December, I got 100 subscribers on YouTube. I was like, this is a win. Let's celebrate. I did. Then in this past month, in May, I managed to double that on YouTube. I managed to um, double that on YouTube, and that support came from TikTokers as well. So I really appreciate the TikTok people, like the support. I never knew like it will just blow just like that. And most of the time, it's the videos that I thought like, this video is not gonna do well, and it does great. So the support that I get from the audience, or my subscribers or people on socials, I really like it and I really appreciate it. And then I hope we can continue and grow this platform so it can reach a lot of people, especially the high school students, varsity students, and the guys that's starting their career. So we can help one another grow, grow professionally and personally as well. So, yeah, man, that's the whole intent of this podcast. Spread a positive message, help one another through our journeys. So, yeah, that's it. So, let's see. Um, Talking about growth and evolution from episode 11 to 19. Um, the content, the way I'm trying to structure the content is different. So if someone just started their career, my main focus will be on high school, varsity, and a little bit of how of their career. But if it's someone that has 30 years of experience, then I try to structure it in a way that it addresses or it gives motivation or tips to the guys that have started work and talk about their development in their career, for that span for 30 years. So yeah, and yeah, just trying to tap into that mindset, man. Whether it be uh, a work or spiritual or leisure time, like what do you do, like we learn from those experiences. So I mean, talking about growth again, the way I speak, or I become more confident in front of the mic now. I Yeah, man. I'm more confident in front of the mic, talking about the camera angles. I look at that one will be my main, and I'll have the second camera again that will be focusing on me, and I'll have another camera focusing on the interviewee. So those kind of things, it helps. And let me see the and one thing is this podcast is not an engineering podcast. Um, it's not an engineering podcast because I'm in an engineering industry or field. So the people that I'm gonna get mostly on the podcast is gonna be an engineers. Just like someone who is in the entertainment industry, the people that are easily accessible to you will be within that entertainment industry. Just like me, the people that I'm exposed to within the engineering facility or industry. So yeah, but that is going to change going forward. I have people outside the engineering field or the STEM. So yeah, that's going to change. Um, the feedback from the audience is great. You know, there's people that tell me what I need to change going forward. Like I should introduce the speakers. I should have timeline not to exceed like 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour because you know of attention span. People don't like watching long videos like it's a movie. So and I'm gonna try and keep it short with this one as well. Yeah, and I talked about the growth and feedback that I get from people. That the growing platform mostly is TikTok compared to other ones. Is TikTok, and yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I create the content that I would like to watch, and there are people out there that show the same appreciation. You know, not everyone is wants to go on social to look at educational content. You go there to de-stress, I guess. So I'm glad that there are people who like what I'm doing. So yeah, and that and one thing that is good again, for my benefit, that I learn a lot from people that I interview. It changed my mind and how I approach my career. My peers, the people that have been in the industry for a long time. It changed how I approach things. Yeah, I also gain from this, and that's how I gain as well. So there are people that are smart and that are bright and have went through things and they've came on top. So yeah, and like I said, engineering is you have to put in the work. You just don't come today and tomorrow you are a CEO of this company. You have to put in the work, and I've seen it, and I'm going through it. So yeah, I'm embracing that. So talking about the lessons learned, let's see lessons learned, tools or workflows that save you time or sanity. Yeah. Like I said, AI saved me a lot of time. These softwares. I'm doing the page for this podcast right now, a website. I mean, it saves me a lot of time. The I don't have to do a lot of work. So and there's a lot of things that I mean, lessons learned again can be just for now. For the past two episodes, we've been shooting on an SNQ. So it's a slow and quick motion mode on a camera. So it's been hectic, man. Yeah, it's been hectic. So and it is where I have a footage, but that footage doesn't have audio. It has video footage, but without audio. So I have to do it old school where I have audio and I have to link it with the lips or how it goes. So yeah, it's been fun. And yeah, like a lot of, I don't want to focus on what went wrong, so I just want to reflect, like, um and if I have to tell um um the episode 11 me, I'll tell myself like it gets better, fam. It really gets better with time, becoming efficient and thinking about ideas again. It brings you back like, oh, I felt so content with how I do things, but now I have to spend more time because of this idea that I came with. So it's something else as well. So yeah, yeah, every time I come up with an idea, it makes me spend more time into investing in this. So yeah, and I get tired. And don't get me wrong, I do get tired from this. I really do. Just because I like the editing, I like this, like I find purpose in this. It doesn't mean I don't get tired. I do. But that's where I get my motivation as well. Like, oh, looking where I started this in varsity and starting it as an idea, and going through with it, implementing it, making it a reality. I, I I'm proud of myself so far. So, and I hope um, I'll get the help. Um, you know, because I'm very grateful for the two people that are in my life right now helping me, because I'm not paying them, and yeah, I'm the lucky guy, to be honest. I am lucky. Count my blessings. I am lucky. Anyway, me digressing again. So yeah, so let's see. The audience and engagement, I talked about it. Then the feedback loop, people, I asked them like, what is it that I would like? What is it that I can do to change the podcast to make it more attractive, to make it more friendly, to make it to ensure that it reaches the right audience. Like the script. That's the thing again. Like with me, I will never release an episode if I never change anything. So if there isn't anything that I'm gonna improve, this episode is not going. That's one of the things why I don't. Uh, I don't I don't upload an episode every 2 weeks, because if I don't have anything to improve on, uh, I'm not gonna do it. Where is the script? Is my editing, how I face questions? I'm not gonna do it, because I know that if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. So if I don't change anything, how am I expecting my audience to grow? How am I expecting the performance on socials to change? It's not gonna do it. So there must be something, one thing that needs to change. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So there must be something that changes, or this episode is not going through, because I spend most of my time, my sweet time, and the interviewee's time. So if I can't change anything, this thing is not going anyway. Simple as that. Creative process and time management, I talked about it. The mental and emotional side. So I should talk about the imposter syndrome, motivation dips. Those is anyone even listening moments. Okay. Um, the mental and emotional side. Like I mentioned, man, is I get tired. Um, you know, yeah, I get tired, and then the special individual in my life, her opinion matters more than anything. So if she tells me I'm doing great, that's the only thing that I need, to be honest. That's the only thing that I need. That's the voice in my life that motivates me, that makes or breaks me. The outside noise, not too much. But again, one thing that motivates me is looking at the people that have been there and applauding me, saying I'm doing a good job. Uh, it means something, you know. Everybody needs some motivation here and there, and I am no different from anybody. So getting those messages like, "Hey man, you're doing great. Hey man, I think you should do this, or you should change that." I appreciate those kind of things. It means people are watching and they see that what I'm doing is good for the community. That's the whole thing. I want to do something. I don't want to, I don't want to be that guy that has capabilities but is not living. I'm not living up to it. I'm not living up to them, you know. Yeah, but the mental emotional side, I get tired. um I have questions sometimes like, why am I even doing this? And it leads back to that. I reflect as well, like, why did you start this in the first place? And the whole intent of me doing this episode reflection is to remind myself that no matter how attraction this thing gets, this podcast gets, it shouldn't get into my head. I should remember the intent of it, why I did this in the first place. And that's not gonna change. When I get excited about the following or this, I remind myself, stay humble. Remember why you're doing this. That's me. And yeah, this is me doing this again. Like, this thing shouldn't get into my head. Remember why you're doing this, Greg. Remember the importance, the purpose, why you're doing this. So yeah, man. And uh everybody, you see, things happen in life. Like I mentioned, it takes a lot of my time, but the what do I feed off from the idea the idea of what you will do or how it will improve someone's life out there. And that's the drive that I have, and it keeps me grounded. It keeps me grounded. Today I'm there, tomorrow I'm here, and I don't know, maybe a week from now I'll be in the basement. But from there, there's no, for if I'm down there or I'm at the bottom, the only way from there is up. So it's easy, man. Easy. And one thing is, I learned to be kind to myself. You know, I learned to be kind to myself throughout this whole process. Beating myself is not gonna work where I don't meet the timeline. Or yeah, throughout this whole process, again, one thing I did is like, be kind to myself as much as I will be kind to my friend or anybody. So yeah, I mean, I'll buy myself I'll buy myself a meal. I'll buy myself um, a drink. So yeah, I'll celebrate myself more often than I should. More often than I should, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but this is me again, digressing. Okay, perfect. Not to be long. I don't know how long it's been. 30 minutes. So, what's next? So, what's next? I'm gonna get people that are outside engineering. There will be more of um, the business analyst. There will be more of an accountant, and there will be a geologist, the climate analyst. Yeah, there will be more. I'm trying to. This is not an engineering podcast, so all professions out there, whether you're a farmer or you're a director or you started your own company, and that this is for all. You are an actor. This is for everybody, all professions. This is what it is about. It's professional and personal. So one day I can focus on professional and one day I can just focus on personal. So yeah, they I don't want this to be associated with the engineering degree. I'm an engineer, of course. Like I mentioned, the people that I'll get mostly that I'll talk to are engineers and they will come into this platform. So if there's anyone that you know that will be interested as well to be in the podcast and then is very have a motivating or inspiring journey and they are willing to share it with people, just let me know and I'll reach out to them. And then there are people as well from TikTok. They mentioned like I should look at Ashley Keller. I should look at this other guy Lekola. I look at those people. I should look at Shane Shane something, their transcript on LinkedIn. I do those things. I reach out to them. I'm not gonna be closed off. I mean, anyone who doesn't talk never get the result. So that's what I do. I reach out. If someone says no, they're not comfortable, it's okay. Maybe a time will come where they get comfortable, and then I'll be able to shoot them. But I'll reach out to a couple of people. So yeah, and then if there's anything that you feel like I can change or I can improve in the podcast or how I ask questions or who should be in the podcast, please just let me know. I'm not closed off where I feel like I can't help out or you know, this is for everybody. This podcast is for everybody actually. So if you feel like you can help me, I'm not gonna pay you. I'm not getting money from this. So I'm doing it because I love it and it's a meaningful thing to me. So if you feel like you wanna learn something, you wanna learn how to edit or you can help out with the socials, yeah, reach out to me. I'll appreciate it. I appreciate the help. So yeah. Um like I mentioned, tips for the future. I told you who's gonna be here. There will be SVPs, there will be CEOs, there will be directors, there will be junior engineers, there will be accountants, there will be geologists, there will be a lot of people coming. So um this is episode 20. This is episode 20. We've been we've been at it for a long time now. So and I appreciate the whole journey where I started and where I am today. Um, like I usually tell people when I interview them, I get the motivation as well from the good book of John, John 13, 7. You may not understand. You may not understand why you're going through what you're going through, but later you'll understand. So looking back when I started this, I didn't understand why this was not getting popular because I'm trying to help. But today I understand the journey, like building steps, step by step, changing one thing at a time, the improvement. So I understand. And even now, I have goals for this. I have aspirations for this podcast where I want it to go. And yeah, and I will see it through. I know it's going to happen one way or the other. It's going to happen. So, um, like I mentioned, man, the top three lessons from episode 11 to 19 is don't be closed off. There are people with more knowledge than you can comprehend. There are people with amazing, amazing journeys, and we can learn from one another. So that's one thing. And another one, second one, there will be stumbling blocks here and there, but don't focus on what went wrong. Focus more on, okay, from there, this thing happened. How am I gonna move forward from that? It is one thing that improved from my side as well. Was like I don't focus on what went wrong. I don't spend much of my time thinking about what went wrong. Why did this happen? I think about, okay, this happened, and there's no reversing it. What is the way forward? That's how I think. Come with it's okay to feel the things like, okay, why is this happening, but don't spend so much time into that. Focus your energy into, okay, this happened. What's the way forward? How can I get help? Do I need to speak to someone? If you can't do it yourself, speak to someone, a friend, anybody. So yeah, I mean, and the third one, let's see, is like I said, looking at myself, the look, say if I have to say anything to my episode 11 me, I like, it gets better, fam. This is a journey. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It gets better. Nothing lasts forever. The good times don't last forever. The bad times don't last forever. So yeah, I mean, put the effort, be disciplined, and consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I cannot preach that. Like consistency, change one thing at a time, put in the work. The only thing that you can control is the work that you put in. The output, the results, yeah, you can't do anything about it. Whether the video will trend or whether people find it meaningful is out of your control. But what you can control is the work that you put in. Put in the work, improve every time, one thing at a time. It doesn't have to be a spectacular thing. The video will never be perfect. It will never be perfect. So yeah, consistency. I cannot preach that enough. So behind the scenes here, start behind the scene moments, comment of the week. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, one thing that I wanted to bring up again is this month is men's mental health. So is men's mental health month. I just have like a few talking points here and there, and I don't know. So the only thing that I will, how can I put this? Just my message to the guys out there. Um, I know as a guy, or in general, there are a lot of guys out there. I'm not gonna speak for all men. um, I can speak for the guys that I know and speak for myself as well. We we put ourselves under pressure of, we need to deliver, we need to protect, we need to provide, we need to we need to do a lot of things. We feel we put this pressure on ourselves, man. And I just want you to celebrate or appreciate the things that you do. I mean, I know we will like the people that we do for to feel that appreciation from us, but as well, take time for yourself to appreciate yourself, and not only because it's men's mental health, throughout the whole year. Like, find something, find a moment, go to a coffee shop, buy yourself a coffee, pat yourself in the back, um, go to a restaurant, buy yourself, celebrate yourself, hang around with your gents, motivate each other. Don't always talk about dumb stuff, man. You sit with your guy, with your friend, like, hey man, how are you doing? We all are. I realize most of the people are bad friends. Hey, we always talk about dumb stuff, but when it comes to things like emotional and um these kind of topics, I'm part of it, I guess. But you have to find a community where you feel safe, to speak, to be vulnerable, to be yourself. I mean, it's as it is. It's hard out there for guys to open up, and then you're gonna be judged or you're gonna be called names. But I want you to celebrate yourself. Um, to feel content with your life. I mean, there are guys out there, they feel like they are alone, and yeah, I mean, the only thing I have to say for this is take care of yourself, not only on men's mental health awareness month, but throughout the year, once a month, once a week. So just take care of yourself. You don't always have to go after the grind and do this, do that. You can, but in doing so, take care of yourself. As simple as that. Take care of yourself. So, um, I don't want to talk too much about this, but I just wanted to observe this month of June as Men's Mental Health, and in South Africa is Youth Day on Monday. So today is Saturday. I'm shooting this on Monday. Is our Youth Day. So yeah, man, let's celebrate one another as gents. Take your guy for a coffee, meet up, have lunch together. I have that cycle as well. Um, yeah. So for me, okay, maybe it should be a bit personal. So who do I talk to uh, when things get tough? Fam, I like I mentioned, special somebody from varsity. So let's say the information that they have about me can break me. If they wanted to, they could. If they wanted to embarrass me, they could. But the security that we've built with one another is, yeah, from where we started to where we are today. Yeah, yeah. She's my, she's my safe space. I can be anything. I can be an idiot. I can be the most professional person. Uh, she was there when I was nothing, um, nothing. Um, yeah, I mean, just and to all the ladies there, all the female, please, man, check on your brothers, your friends, your guy friends, your fathers, all the all the men in your life. Just check out on them. How are they doing? Stop having surface conversations. Sit down with them, ask them like, how was your day? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Like really, how are you feeling? Not this thing of when you meet someone like, "Hey, how are you doing? Oh, good, good." Then you pause. Sit down, have a provide that environment where you sit down and talk. So is that easy? No. I don't know. There's a couple of things that you can do as guys. You if you're a guy and you're going through the most, my one thing is have someone you can talk to. As have a safe environment of people or whatever. You can talk to a therapist, go for long walks, um, run, go to the gym, do something. You can't just sit at home feeling sorry for yourself. Do something, move, talk. I know I talk like this as if it's easy, but I know it's not easy. But yeah, I mean, if you're listening to this and you're feeling a bit off or tired, you're not alone. There are people out there that can help you. There are people that care about you. I don't believe that you're someone existence and nobody will care about you. There is someone that cares about you. So everyone has a purpose, and then you will not live this life without that purpose, like reaching its fruition, whatever. So take care of yourself, and yeah, man, I don't have much to say. I don't have much to say. I just wanted to put this as well as to encourage other men there to check in with themselves and talk to your friends, speak up when things feel very heavy, and then just realizing sometimes vulnerability is a strength, and you can embrace that. You can embrace that. Not to everybody, not to everybody. Don't be vulnerable. I can tell you right now, don't be vulnerable with anyone or anybody. Find a safe circle of people that you can open up to, people that you can trust. I mean, it's not easy. And if there's anything that I realized, like growing up, um, everything becomes difficult. Making friends becomes difficult because you don't have time. There's a lot of things that are happening. You have to pay bills. You have to go to work. You have to go to the gym. You have to do this. It's not easy of building the connection with people. Making friends is not easy because I mean, if you're in varsity or in high school, you meet those people. You are there with those people for over 6 hours. They are there with you. But when you start working, they are not there with you all the time. So it's not easy building a friendship or building safe circles as you grow up. But I hope there is one person that any of us can speak to. And then, yeah. And not to go into this because now I'm going to repetition of things. Like I like to do things. I like to go through our moments with people. So I'm just gonna do that for myself today. Just pick any random cards and then just take it from there. Okay. So, what do you think makes a happy family? Well, what's the hardest thing about being a girl? Well, do adults automatically deserve respect? How do you earn respect? Well, these questions are for my interviewees, so I'm not going to answer them. But I hope this was a meaningful episode, and I'll try to keep more of this reflections as I go forward and try to see what it will be more beneficial to people watching this. And just let me know if you want me to talk about how I started the podcast, to reflect more on a specific episodes, or to yeah, just based on the reflection how I set up, how I do things here. That's what it's about, the reflection, things that I appreciate, looking back where I started to where I am from, what changed. So those kind of things. But going forward, guys, I would really like your support. I can't do this by myself. I need your help, whether it's be reposting this content, sharing it with people, subscribing to the YouTube channel, following me on other social platforms. I'll really appreciate that. Like the content because it gets shared to your followers as well. Commenting, sharing, or liking it. Anything that you can do to support. Um, that's how you can support me to reach a lot of people. So please, yeah, other than that, thank you for watching the episode, and see you next time. That's about it. Thank you, Jess. Well, what did I just say? Thank you. Okay, adios. I'm out.